This is your daily for Saturday. Pretty sure it's Saturday. Okay. Two of Cups. Off to a good start. It's a beautiful card. Messages may or may not resonate. If they do, awesome. If they don't worry about it. Oh, Lord. Wow. Two of Cups and the Lovers. I don't even know if I should do another card. That's... Wow. Let me do one more. It ain't easy. All right. We'll go through them one by one. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about equality. It's about two people in a relationship that are equals. They both are entering the relationship with a full sense of self. They're aware of themselves. This is entering a relationship when you're absolutely ready to. You're a complete person. You get together with another complete person. You both bring full cups to the table. Basically. That's what this is. It also could mean balancing the inner masculine and feminine, depending on the cards around it. I kind of feel like it's the first one. I mean, maybe for some of you it could be the second one, but I think for the majority it's going to be the first one. Only because the next card is the Lovers. The Lovers card, you know, usually that divine kind of awesome relationship. The real, this is saying the same thing. Okay. These two cards are saying the same thing. Okay. So I think this is just trying to like give us clarity on the situation of what it is. This is really kind of the highlight here. A lot going on. Things aren't easy. Just a battle. Now, with twin flames, usually the only battles that come from, you know, any disharmony or it's all ego, all of it. You know, so if there's any kind of shit going on, usually it's you can trace it back to ego or some kind of something that needs to be healed. That's it. But I don't know if this is really relating to ego too much. I feel like it's just like there's just so much that goes on. And it seems never ending. Like it just seems like a constant battle. You know, whatever it is you're going through, it's a battle. I kind of want to do another card. Let's see how it turns out. But you have to remember, I mean, it may be tough, right? But look what you're getting. I mean, this is a relationship that's like I mean, there's no better relationship. I mean, it's not about being better, but like when it comes to like the holy grail of relationships, this is it. You know, so you can't really expect it to be that easy, right? Nothing that good comes easy. It has its challenges, it has its setbacks, it has its crap that goes on. You know, what the difference is if it matters to you, how much it matters. Is it worth it? Is this worth that for you? Through all the crap, through all the waiting, through all the growing, through all the learning, through all the everything else that's going on here. And it's kind of never ending. It's a cycle that just keeps going and going on until we learn what we need to learn. You know, are we being honest with ourselves? It's a lot. For a lot of people, it's too much. Which is okay. You know, you have free will, you have the ability to make choices. It's too, sometimes, you know, I think it comes to a point in surrendering where you're just like, whatever, that's it. You get to the fuck it stage. It's just like, I just don't even know what to do anymore. Fuck it. You know, maybe some of you need to get there. Maybe you are there. Maybe you're just tired of this shit right now. You know, there's another part of this, the journey. Maybe you've Googled how to stop thinking about him. You know? Who knows? Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know. You have to answer that. I think it is, but yeah. I have my own thing going on. Alright. So, if you want something, you have to fight for it. I think what it boils down to. Next oracle. Is it not worth it? Let's not panic just yet. Try not to panic until you see the next part. Oh. Okay. I hear worry. There's a lot of worry. And what the worry is that this isn't going to happen. You know, that this is just, it's too much of a dream. It's too much, you know. There's no way it's going to happen. No. That's what I hear. You know, these swords are usually thoughts, ideas, beliefs that we have. And this is basically what you're doing to your heart when you have these kind of feelings. And you can have them, but if you, like, focus on them. You know what I mean? Because everyone has thoughts. Like, you can't, thoughts come and go. You know, and that's what they're supposed to do. You're not supposed to hold on to them. You know, feel them, write them out, experience them, and then let them move on their way. You're not supposed to, you know, take these bad feelings and hold on to them. You know, You know, they're more of an indicator, I think, of, you know, where we need to work on. You know, if you have something that you're, you know, is a reason why you think this ain't happening, you need to start there on why you think it won't. What is the reason behind that? You know, and once you find, you know, the root of it, you can kind of start to try to integrate it back to yourself and heal yourself a little bit. Because what you're doing by worrying, you can almost make your worries, you know, like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, so you have to be really mindful of what you're speaking to yourself, what you're speaking into existence. You know, everyone has thoughts, but which thoughts are you putting energy into? Because those are the things that are going to manifest. And if this is what you're spending your time doing, then, you know, is it worth it? You know, this is another thing. It can be as hard or as easy as you want to make it. It'll always have some level of difficulty, you know, with what you're going through. But do you want it to be this? Or, you know, like, we need to, and I know it's easy once you get, you know, once you get going on something, you know, if it's, you know, jealousy or, you know, guilt or shit, whatever the reason is that you're feeling like shit won't happen, it's easy to kind of get sucked into it, and then it just snowballs. You know, it just keeps going and going and going until you're like at some weird, far off, would never happen kind of scenario, you know. And that's easy, it happens. But are you like focused on it? You know, when these things happen, what I do, what I've learned works for me, I usually will try to decode the situation, what it is that I'm so upset about, what the trigger was for me. And then that's where I know I need to start like looking deeper into it to try to heal. But after I've, you know, identified that, I try to immediately then go to somewhere that makes me very happy. This could be going to an actual place. It could be going somewhere in my mind. You know, anywhere that makes you safe and just warm, go there. Okay? Remind yourself of how grateful you are. There's a lot of little things that I do that'll kind of kick me out of that lower vibration and back up where I need to be. And then I'm like, oh, this really isn't that big a deal. You know, I mean, it happens. This happens, you know. We're here to feel things. So, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But I kind of feel like some of you might be stuck on that roller coaster of that this twin flame thing. I prefer Counterpart. I think that's probably a better, because you are your equals. You know, I think you get stuck on this journey of, you know, oh, it has to be painful and it has to be, you know, heartache. It doesn't. Like, it doesn't. You know, and you get to a place where you realize that, you know, but you realize that you're the only one making the relationship like that. This has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with the relationship. This is you. You know, and this goes back to yesterday's reading. Like, it's not easy to admit that we're the ones doing this shit, but we are. You know? You are. None of this would be happening, okay, if you weren't putting your energy into that. If you were to put all your energy into this, do you know what this is? Holy fucking shit. That's what that is. That's like the most incredible, beautiful love story you could ever imagine. Okay? This is what we should be, you know, kind of focusing on, keeping our eye on the prize. That's, you know, we need to be living in love. You need to be doing everything from your heart, you know, and if you're not, you're going to keep feeling this stuff, you know, and the more you do it, you know, the less and less it gets, you know, because I think you kind of, I don't know if it's your brain that gets to a point, it's like, all right, this shit ain't working, she's not getting triggered no more. So it dies down. But you just have to learn to, when you notice this stuff happening, when you notice yourself slipping into these lower vibrations, you need to do something to kick yourself back out of them. After you've identified the feeling and done all that so you can know where to do your work at, you know, you want to know where you need to work on, but you don't want to stay there. You know, these things I think are more tools, you know, for helping than for us to stay in misery. They're more of, you know, someone had told me one time, spiritual person, and they said, you know, when you learn to love the pain, you're in the right direction. And it's true. Not that you need to learn to live in pain, but you learn that it's a tool. It shows you where you need to heal. It shows you sometimes what you're most afraid of, which is usually direction you need to go in. You know, these are things that you get cues from, and if you're using them in a way that's constructive, they will change your life. Like, it's incredible. You know, when you learn to love the pain of growing, of learning, of fixing yourself. You know, the stuff isn't easy. If it was, everyone would do it. Everyone would sign up for this shit. But it's not easy. You know, it's not. But we're the only ones doing it to ourselves. So we can't, you know, you can't be like, oh, they, blah, blah. No, it has nothing to do with them whatsoever. Nothing. And if you were to switch your thinking from they're doing such and such, which is causing me, to I'm upset over this because I have unhealed issues, things really start to move in a different direction. You know, I know it's hard. You just have to find something to do to switch that. You know, it's hard. I know it is. But what has helped me has been this. To shift my focus. You know, what are you wanting more? Even if, all right, even if it doesn't happen, okay? Which are you trying to live in every day? Are you trying to live in misery on the off chance it doesn't happen? Or are you trying to live in love and happiness and peace and joy and bliss and all those other wonderful things that come when you're loving them the way you're supposed to? You know? You kind of can pick here what you're doing. That's the beauty of it. Are you going to choose to be in a vibration that is this, or are you going to choose to be in this? It's a choice. You know, you have that choice. This, you know, I read so many articles and stuff that like, oh, you have to be miserable for a while and you have to do this, and like, that's crap. You don't. There's no set time for how long you have to be miserable in this kind of relationship. However long it takes you to get out of your fucking ego. That's how long it takes. You know, there's no reason for it. You know, and once you get to that point, you realize it. But until you get there, it's rough. You have to make that decision. Is it too much? Is it not worth it? You're making it not worth it because of what you're focusing on. Stop it. All right. Do my intuitive Ugh, sorry. It can be beautiful. You know, any pain you're having is so you can heal. You know, be thankful for your pain, because, I mean, I don't know how many times I'm like, I wonder what I can work on about me next. You know, and then something like that'll come up. I'll get upset, or, oh, okay, thanks. That's the direction you should go in. You know, if it hurts you, if it upsets you, that's what I do. That's like a tool for me. So, might work for you. You need to walk away from all the mental fuckery you're doing. This is just, you know, not only are you losing yourself, you're losing your mind, you're losing everybody around you. You know, this, I mean, technically you can't lose, you know, your counterpart, because you're kind of stuck with them. Let's be honest. They're everywhere. Right? Five of Swords. Again, swords are thoughts, ideas, beliefs. You know, and if you look, he's hurting people. Like, they look sad. Like, they're having to go away, they look sad. You know, and the reason is because he's over here with all these thoughts and shit that ain't serving him. He's got no room or time for anyone. You know, you need to let go of some things to have room for other things to come in. And if some of those things are thoughts, let go of them. Alright, let me do another one. One more. Okay, Queen of Wands, this is the direction you need to take. Queen of Wands is a Leo, so she's, you know, she's pretty much the best thing ever. Ever, you know. She is sunny, she is optimistic, she's cheerful, she's bright, she's bold, she's confident, she's... just everything you could ever want and more, and things you didn't realize you wanted, right? Right. Yep, she is a hell of a lady, okay? But the reason these characteristics are important is because having your mindset like this shifts you to more of a sunny place. Where she lives, where this Leo lives, everything is just sunshine, and just, she's loving life, she loves herself, she loves everything. You know, everything is just awesome. And everything might not be totally awesome. That's okay. But what you think your life is what it is. So she's sitting over here and she's, you know, smelling the flowers, she's happy, she's, you know, she's got her cat, she's good. She's good. You know, this is what we need to do. And it doesn't matter, you know, both sides of her are different, if you notice that. Over here and then over here. And it's, whatever happens, you know, she's not changing. Even if they did walk out and pick someone else, or like, honestly, is that going to change her? Fuck that. No, it's not. She is, I mean, she might change from growing, from learning, but those are never bad changes. You know, we always progress when we learn things. You know, she, no matter what comes at her from either side, she's just her. And she will, you know, because she's so fiery, she's able to rebuild herself. And this is a quality, I don't know if it's all Leos. I know it's the quality I have. That seems to be when I'm at my strongest. I know Aries are a lot like that. Like when they're kind of at their lowest is when they find this inner fire and they really can get their shit together. You know, it could also be laziness and procrastination sometimes. A little bit. But for the most part, I think it's just they have to have this ambition behind them. You know, and when there's no intent, when there's no reason, you know, I think that's where the problem is. You need to change your reason. Your reason isn't this. Your reason is to have a beautiful relationship. You know, to come together. There's a whole list of reasons. Sit down and list the reasons. What are the reasons? You know, what are the reasons? All right, so what you're doing, what you need to be doing. Okay? Pretty simple. Move on to the angel cards. I'm back to using the blue deck because I like it. I was thinking about getting the Gilded Tarot. I think that's what it's called. It's like all the cards have like gold on them. They're super pretty. I see a lot of readers with them. I like them a lot. I might get them. My sister has Gilded, Darling D Tarot, if you want to check her out. She's on YouTube. She has Gilded. She says that some of the gilding kind of like flakes off a little bit after shuffling for a while. But I think it might just be, you know, because she shuffles, like how a lot of them shuffle like where they bend the cards. But I don't really shuffle like that. I only shuffle like this. Which, I mean, my other tarot deck, like, yeah, they're getting kind of, they're old looking. You can tell they're not new. You know, there's like stains on them. Like kids have wrote all over some of the cards. There's scribbles on them. You know, but for 20 years old, they're still in really great shape. I mean, some of them are kind of bent, I guess. Like that one. But, alright, what do the angels want to tell us? I already know I'm doing 2 cards, so. Ooh, look at that. Life experience, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Look at that. A powerful revelation. Maybe it's the revelation that you don't have to be feeling like shit all the time. Boom. Life experience. You're welcome. We don't have to, we can choose, you know, even if there's, you know, and it's not about ignoring or pretending. I'm sure you're well aware of the situation, you know, oh, spiritual people only pretend to be happy. Some of them might not understand, you know, but I think a lot who are on this journey, they understand that shit is not going to be perfect, but their mindset has a lot to do with the quality of life that they live. You know, things might be going to hell around me, but if I have a choice, I'm going to try to find something to be happy about. Because, you know, I like to, you know, probably as a coping mechanism, but I like to make jokes about things, and that's where I usually go first, is laughter or trying to smile. Like, I like to be positive. I've just always been like that. But I know for some people who don't have that, it could be hard. You know, it might just be, you know, I'm a Leo, so maybe, you know, just naturally. Awesome. All right. This does not have to be what your life is, I think, is the revelation here. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to. Choose not to. I know it seems like, oh, that sounds simple. Yeah, things usually end up being really simple, and it's kind of annoying sometimes, because it's like, really? It was that simple? Because we put so much, you know, we make things so much harder than they need to be all the time. You know, I do it too. You know? A lot of people do. It's not about being perfect. It's not about always being happy, you know, but if you try to look on the bright side, your quality of life is probably going to be a little bit better than somebody who's always like, shit sucks. You know, it's, I think it just depends on where you want to spend your time living. I like to be happy. My mom actually, I have a tattoo on my back. She has 3 kids. My brother is her sunshine, I'm her moonbeam, and my sister is her star. And she gave me that nickname because no matter how crappy times are, or no matter how dark times are, she says, I'm always very bright. I can light up the darkest night, she said. You know, and that's just how I am. I like to find something good. You know, I mean, things might be pretty crappy, but there has to be something. You know, I mean, I've had things so bad where, like, the only thing I could find good is, like, I woke up today. You know, like, there's been bad times, you know, but, yeah, maybe even you didn't want to wake up that day, right? Oh, God, I woke up today. No. You know, another day is always a good thing. I say thank you for that every morning when I'm setting my intentions for my readings. I say thank you. Oh, unity. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Okay? So find someone that's going through the same thing. Go on to, I know Instagram has a whole bunch of Twinflame things. You know, you can go on, you can read people's stories. Try to stay away from people who are always like talking about the doom and gloom and how it has to be crappy, and just don't even look at it. Okay? Do things that are going to make you happy, that are not going to drive you insane. You know, there's so much other shit going on in our lives that, you know, we do not need to add that. That's supposed to be like a sanctuary for us. And you get to a point where it is. You know, that's my sanctuary. I'm, you know, he's probably so tired of me. Oh no, something's wrong. You know, but that is, you're supposed to be able to have refuge somewhere. You know? I mean, obviously you're supposed to take care of yourself, but... Alright, let's see. Alright, we're going to do life experience. So this one... You drew this card because a recent event has been a wake-up call for you to make some changes. How you think. This may be a new revelation or something you've known but had been procrastinating about. Now you've realized that this situation can't be ignored and action is necessary. Changing your thinking. This is a moment both of freedom and awakening. The way you see yourself and the world has forever changed, bringing you growth and encouraging you to spread your wings. Allow these new insights to motivate you to embrace the path of your heart's true desires and your intuition. Liberation. Suddenly seeing the truth. Rapid, inevitable change. Time running out. Archangel Chamuel can help you find whatever you're seeking, including right relationships and a divinely guided career. Call upon Chamuel and then follow your intuition, which is the way this angel speaks to you. Okay, so there you go. Thoughts can change the quality of your life. You need to pick where you're trying to spend your time. Are you trying to spend your time in misery? Are you, you know, and pity and loathing and, you know, all those lower vibrations that we're not trying to be in? You can spend your time there, or you can focus on something that benefits you. You can shift your focus to something that makes you happy, someone who loves you, who cares for you, who wants to help you, you know, you can change your focus. You can figure out what it is you need to heal from, but you don't have to live there. Don't unpack your shit and stay there, okay? Okay. All right. Next. Working in groups enriches you right now. You drew this card because it's time for you to expand your circle of friends or join a group. For example, you may want to enroll in school or become a part of a spiritual organization. This is also an optimal time to make friends with supportive new people who have integrity and a strong moral compass. It's also time to question and review any rules, restrictions, or limited beliefs that you have been placed around your current situation. Make sure, by you or by others, make sure that they're fair to everyone involved. They can lift any previous blocks to the manifestation of your goals. Okay? Question rules, restrictions, or limited beliefs. Experts or mentors, the search for meaning in life, having faith in a group of people, schools, and spiritual instructions. Sandalphon is the archangel who delivers prayers to earth from heaven. Call upon him to increase your faith and a commitment to your dreams and goals. Okay. Oh, I never noticed that. In this, there's all like little balls and things. They have different symbols from religions, which is kind of cool. So, neat. All right. We don't have to be living that way. We have a choice. And until you get to that point, it's hard to realize it. But you do. You have a choice where you're at. All right. I think that's about it. Is that it? That's it. Okay. I hope this is able to help somebody. And I hope everyone has a really, really good day. Happy weekend. I'll talk to you later. I'll have it on my Instagram in a little bit, probably about half hour, 45 minutes. Divine Destiny, Tarot 1111. Hold on. Okay, don't run away. I don't know if that's helping anyone. That's it. That's all I said. Don't run away. That's it. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But, don't run away. Okay. Website, divinedestinytarot.com. Click on shop. Readings are there. Have it on my Instagram a little bit. I think that's it. Okay. Don't run away. Whoever that's for. You know, those runners. All right. Have a good one.